Yes, that worked. Just sheltering from a rather heavy shower. I was doing a spot of fishing. I just managed to pitch in no more before the rain came on, so everything is dry, thank goodness. So just waiting for it to clear a little. Bit of a mixed batch with the weather, but I'll show you around camp when I get sorted. Just arrived here, as I say. It was touch and go whether or not to get pitched before it get drenched. You know what I mean. And no guesses where I am this evening in what is supposed to be a very wet and windy evening. And I can hear a boat. I hear a fishing boat of some sort. Nice to be warm and dry looking out. Yeah, the weather forecast seems to have come around to actually being right for a change. It did predict wet and windy conditions up in the Northampton coast. So I just managed to get the Banshee, the trusted Banshee, up before it came down. So everything's nice and dry, kit's dry, I'm dry. Hopefully it's not going to last all bloody night, or I'll be vlogging from the tent. So I'm hoping to do a little bit of fishing. Just close this over because it really is quite heavy. Oh, come on. I'll do this with one hand. Good. Yeah, I'll just eat it. Cheers. Ah, good stuff. Oh, it's turned out pretty bad. Pretty heavy squall coming. There's nothing as nice as listening to the sound of the rain on the tent. Lucky for me, the wind seems to be coming from the southwest, so I'm not getting... Well, I'm getting relative shelter from the cliffs, so I'm not getting it blowing right in. That's why I can keep the door open until such times as it changes direction and starts to blow in. Oh man, that's a heavy shower now. Visibility has just decreased rapidly. Wouldn't be surprised if there was a bit of thunder and lightning. So it's not all rainbows and unicorns. I deliberately actually came out tonight. A lot of my videos seem to be, well, you can get the impression there's a lot of glamping, but this is wild camping on the coast in bad weather, very bad weather. Hopefully it clears up and I get a chance to do a bit of fishing, which would be nice. In the meantime, I'll just sit back, relax, enjoy my wine and listen to the rain. So hopefully I'll not be having to vlog from the tent all night. But yes, certainly an extremely heavy downpour at the minute. The wind's light, which is a good thing. It's taking no time to come down at all. And the headland is starting to lose the headland there, visibility wise. But yeah, and the trusty Banshee, decided on the Banshee as opposed to the Jack Wolfskin. This gives us a little bit more room, and I had anticipated the bad weather. Just a little bit more room to move about in compared to the Jack Wolfskin. So, out in the vestibule, I have a few bits and pieces. It'll be boiling the bags tonight. No Ben cooking this evening. Wine, a couple of cores. Plenty of room just laying on my X-bed. Bit of overkill actually bringing the Torrential Defence Force sleeping bag. Most likely just unzip it and use it as a quilt. But yeah, so no points for guessing where I am tonight. The spectacular Conveyan Head in Castle. So when the rain passes and I get out, I'll show you around the place just to see exactly where I am. But yeah, the winds are light, which is good. The rain is very heavy, squally. So hopefully it passes and I can do a little bit of fishing, which is one of the motivations for coming up here. There's good fishing grounds around the peninsula. And thanks to Mickey Blue Eyes for letting me those pollock lures. Hopefully I'll be able to nab a few and send you photographic evidence. Cheers, Mickey Blue. Paul, Bulldog Drones, cheers for your support, mate. I know you're disappointed as Ben will not be featuring in the videos for a while as he's got work commitments. I know you like his cooking. But yeah, so that's a great feeling, just sitting here, bone dry, and just watching and listening. I'll shut up and I'll just listen a bit more. What a difference 10 minutes makes. So beautiful. Very moody sky. It's very lovely. Now we'll have a look at the castle. Now that it has dried a little bit, I suppose before the next deluge. You want your arse very handy here. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Let's turn this around. Complete with rainbow. Absolutely stunning. Flat cam. Not a breath of wind. On up here. And I'll show you what it's all about. Speaks for itself. Absolutely beautiful. Whew. Doesn't get more spectacular, moody or beautiful than that. I'm sure you'd agree. Whew, out of breath. Let's stop running up places. There's the pitch down there. Fair head lit up by the setting evening sun. Woo! Absolutely beautiful. Very, very moody. Very moody. So yeah, great to be out. Great to be out. There's a bit of a mixed bag with the weather, all right. Let's look at the seagulls soaring around the cliffs. But it's definitely nice to see that little bit of sun in the evening after that torrential rain. And I must say the Banshee held up well. She's bone dry inside, but what I will caution, always put a footprint down. I'm not 100% convinced of the reliability of the bathtub in the Banshee. It's very, very, very light, very flimsy, but stick a wee tarp underneath it or a wee footprint and you're good to go. Just can't stop looking at this. Absolutely beautiful. This is why we do it. This is why we do it. Views to Rathlin there to the north, lighting up. Right, come on, let's go and do some more fishing. See if we can catch a big bio. See it down here. Will I go around my hoop? Oops. Nearly. One of these days I will go down on my ass for all of you to see. Like maybe quick look around camp, just while conditions are good. So we're in a Vango Banshee 200. The trusty old Banshee hasn't let me down yet. See the rain still settled on her. Bone dry inside. So look at this for the front window. Oh. It's a bit of a mess inside, so wine, a couple of beers, tilly lamp for later, X-Ped, Corinthian Defence 4, snug pack poncho, in case I decide to go for a walk in the rain for reasons best known to myself. Woo! I tell you, your view doesn't get much better than this, folks. It certainly does not get much better than this. Come on, let's go fishing. Not sure if you'll pick him up, but Mr. Seal has come to visit. Come on. Oh, he's going. Apparently when you whistle like that, they come right up to see you. I wonder how long he can hold his breath. Probably longer than my bloody GoPro that way. Now, why you want to pop up? There you are over there. What are you doing over there? Here. I'd be a bit worried of him trying to grab the lure. It's like a big Labrador. Chase the fish over here. A good lad. Let's see. Where will he pop up next? Any bets? Such a clumsy animal when they're on the ground, on the land. But my goodness, they are gymnasts, Olympians underwater. They swim underwater like a bird flies through the sky. Woo! Guarantee you he's caught more fish than I have. Come on, where are you? Where are you going to pop up? Oh, he's going for the marathon dive. I'm a wee bit wary of actually throwing a lure out in case he goes for it. Never caught a seal before, don't particularly want to either. Good evening from a very tranquil, peaceful and calm, so far, Kinbane Head. I'm sure you will agree. That footage earlier, absolutely beautiful place. I love coming here, it's like a second home really. Absolutely beautiful. Met a nice couple earlier on. They do a bit of wild camping themselves. Fella and his girl. He's subscribed to the channel. Good man himself. Life Adventures. So yeah. I actually got a wee bit of footage of them earlier, which I will include in the vlog. If it's anyway half decent. So, Life Adventures. Sorry I never got your name. I'm Colin, by the way. Sorry I didn't get your names. But I'll call you as Life's Adventurers. and 2 cracking wee dogs they had with them. Absolutely lovely wee dogs. Yeah, so life adventures, if you're thinking about doing a wee bit of a vlog and recording your adventures on YouTube, go on ahead, boy. Go on ahead. It's great crack. It gets addictive after a while. But primarily what you need to remember is it's the wild camping, the enjoyment, the relaxation comes first. The filming is just an afterthought, really. And that's the way I approach it. Oh, just got a message from Ben. Hope you're okay on the Kinbane Head. Don't drink too much and fall in the sea. Love, Ben. Oh, cheers, mate. Thanks very much. Decent spud. Yeah, no cooking tonight for the simple reason I had a bite to eat before I came up here. And to tell you the truth, I'm actually not hungry. I don't like eating too late in the evening. It's a bit too late now. What time is it? 11:30. It's a bit too late now for me to be eating anything. So I'm just actually relaxing, enjoying the sound of the sea lapping up against the rocks here. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So as I said, Ben has work commitments. So tonight's meal, if it had have been featured, was simply a Wayfarer's boil in the bag, which was a beef, vegetables and gravy. And I've had that particular one before, and it's actually very, very good. Breakfast, of course, I'll be ready for breakfast. I'm peckish, but not hungry enough to devour one of their meals. I'll just be sitting on my stomach all night. But I'll certainly be doing the all-day breakfast tomorrow morning, after coffee, of course. Oh, I just hope these clouds will clear, because the Milky Way is due to rise above Rathlin Island and Scotland. About 1 or 2. I think the core might be at its best. But it's a bit cloudy. Scattered cloud at the minute. But most likely, I think the forecast is for more heavy rain. Oh, it's going down very nice. It's a lovely place, this here. Now, I was pleasantly surprised when I came down. There was not one article of rubbish, not one crisp bag or empty water bottle. So, well done, everybody, taking your litter and your rubbish home with you. That's the way it has to be. Just maintain it for everybody else who comes down. Such a beautiful spot. It's an absolute sin to leave rubbish. So the fishing, you'll not see, unless, of course, I catch one tomorrow morning. Didn't catch any this evening, not for want of trying. I think I've strained my arm casting. So, Mickey Blue Eyes, those lures are shite, mate. But we'll see, we'll have another go in the morning. Tide seems to be coming up a little bit. So at any time during this quick chat, might have to abandon ship. Just got a couple of specks of rain there. Don't see any stars yet. Oh wait, I do. A couple of stars out. Still quite bright over to the east. But my goodness, such a chilled place just to relax and listen, and the smell of the salt and the gentle breeze in your hair. Such a beautiful, beautiful place. Sorry I keep going on and on about it, but if you've never been, you have to get yourself up. The castle over there, just over the wee hill there, 2-minute walk, is haunted. And it's haunted by a garrison of English soldiers who were massacred, laying siege to the castle, which was then inhabited and owned by Sorty Boy. Oh, too much wine. Sorty Boy, can't remember his surname. But yeah, they got word that the English were trying to capture their laid siege to the castle. So on the end of the peninsula, or the head just there, they lit beacons, and all the clans from around the neighbouring area, Callisters, and I think it was O'Donnell clan, all came to the aid of Sorry Boy, and they massacred the garrison of English soldiers who were in the cave just under the castle. Also another legend you probably know about here, the children of Lyra, who have been cursed by the wicked witch who lives in the cave under the castle. And she turned 3 children into swans, forever to roam the earth as swans. The children of Lyra. And if you go into Ballycastle, in fact, what I'll do in the morning when I'm packing up, I'll nip into Ballycastle and I'll take some quick footage of the beautiful statue of the 3 swans depicting the children of Lyra who were turned into swans by the wicked witch. So the place here is such a feeling here. It's alive with memories, history. You can just feel it. The castle dates back to 1500s, 1540s, that sort of time roughly. The old fisherman's cottage here, I think it's 1940s, 1950s if I'm mistaken. They would have had salmon nets, and they would have caught a lot of fish and hoisted them up with the pulley there, and but what a beautiful little cottage to live in. The best views in the country. It's haunted as well, so I've good company tonight. I'm at home with ghosts and strange beings of the night. Doesn't bother me at all. It's company. It's good company. Those of you who know me, know me. Well, I'm going to finish off with a few more glasses of wine, cocktails of wine rather, should I say, and then I'm going to retire for the evening, get my pyjamas on, my teddy bear out, and get a good night's sleep, get an early start in the morning for some fishing. I'll even bring yours along with me. And hopefully it's not lashing rain all day tomorrow. Get a few breaks in the weather to enjoy the fishing. Doesn't matter if it rains or snows or sleets or hails up here, it's still beautiful. A few more stars out. Yeah, it seems to be clearing up all right. I'm actually getting a wee star laps in. Still very bright out towards the east. And I have the gentle lapping of the sea to help me fall asleep. I just slip gently into sleep. What a beautiful noise. Beautiful noise. Beautiful sound. It's just so great to be out again. It really is. It is just so good to be out again. So hopefully by the time autumn comes and the start of the winter wild camping season, I hope we're not all locked down again. That would be just great. Oh, I can hear a few squabbles of seabirds there on the rocks, the cliffs. Right, I'm starting to talk nonsense, so I'll bid you good night, and I will talk to you in the morning. Good morning, campers and grampers. Nice morning this morning. A little bit of rain in the night, but it didn't last too long. Slept like a baby. I was hoping to get the Banshee outer dried out a little bit, but it appears a few squalls coming in, so we'll do breakfast in here. That's the jet boil on the go. Wayfarer all day breakfast. These aren't actually too bad. In fact, they are rather good. It's just a matter of pushing all the contents to the bottom of the bag and then just popping it in and just let it sit there. Yeah, so quite a moody morning up at Kinben here. Lovely earlier, the sun just up. Well, I was up at 6:30. The sun was up way before me. But yeah, a few clouds about, a few squalls. So I'll just pop into the the Banshee and do breakfast. And see if I can get a little window to try and get the outer dried out a bit, otherwise I'll just have to dry it out at home. But yeah, it was still very relaxing. Very peaceful, very calm, very quiet. There's something nice about, obviously there's the camaraderie of wild camping with fellow travellers, and you can have the crack and you can have the banter and you can offload on each other, etc. But there is that something really special about soloing, I do believe, because you get that connection with nature. It's more and more intense. You hear every wave, every hustle of the wind, every pitter patter of the rain on the canvas. It's just, there's that rain coming on a bit more now. Well, that was another successful outing with the Banshee, bone dry. There's no winds to talk of. It's not an overly noisy tent in the wind, but as I say, I've had this out in really, really windy and wet conditions, and it's been great. You see people with their helibergs and their lucks and their fancy tents. They all have a Banshee 200 packed away somewhere, and the reason behind it is such a versatile, great wee tent, packed full of features. It's just the right size. It's supposed to be a 2-man tent, but it's just the right size for one. 2's going to be a squeeze. It's comfortable with one. Plenty of room to faff about and do whatever you need to get. You can even get changed inside it. You're not going to. You can sit up to a certain extent, but you're mostly sort of crouching and footering about. But it's a great tent. So there doesn't appear to be any fish too hungry this morning. I tried earlier, see if we could catch a couple for breakfast, but we'll settle on the all-day breakfast from Wayfair. What do you think? Does any of you have a favourite Wayfair meal? I was going to do steak and vegetables and gravy last night, but just decided that I wasn't that hungry, so I consumed a few glasses or a few cuxes of wine, a couple of beers, and just relaxed into the wee small hours, listening to all the sounds of the seabirds and as they were roosting and squabbling for the night. So there's the jet boil on the boil. Jet boil on the boil. So we just turn that off and let that stand sit there for a few minutes, get it all heated up. Well, is it just me, or does it taste actually even better when you're out in the wilds? Absolutely delicious. Yeah, so it looks like we'll be waiting for a while to get the outer here dried out and get packed up. Don't know how long it's going to be on for, probably not that long. Anyway, so just sit back, relax, have another coffee. Just take it easy. Listen to the sounds of the rain and the sea. Well, that's another one over. Very enjoyable it was too. Managed to get the tent dried out, the outer. Turned out rather nice here, just shows you 20 minutes makes all the difference up here. So, we'll begin the treacherous walk back up the cliff again, which I'm not looking forward to. I'll speak to you at the top. Okay, if anything happens on the way up, out of this world or extraordinary, I'll film it. Well, that's another one over, folks. Thanks very much for watching. If you tagged along, very enjoyable solo camp. I had the race up that cliff, had the run up it, do a Stephen Reed on it for this squall come in, and I got here just in time because it looks as if the weather's closing in again. But it'll probably only last another 10 minutes, then it'll be sunny again. So I'm going to have a brew and have a final look around the place, and just remember, the virus hasn't gone away. It's very easy to become lackadaisical. Keep your distance, keep washing the hands, and look after yourselves, stay safe. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.